Hey, this is Kurt from Hard Mode Gamers, and I'm here again with Wayne. Wayne?
What's going on?
And today we're going to talk about a video game called Prey.
It is a game worth talking about.
Alright. So this Prey, this is nothing to do with the original Prey, right? As far as you know?
As far as I know, no.
There was another Prey.
What system?
Xbox 360 and PS3.
I don't know.
And it ran on the Doom engine, and you were just on an alien spaceship, and you kept going into all these weird experiment things. Some of them had you enter portals that would actually change your size and have you enter into a dimension. There was different gravities. There was gravity walking areas. It had quite a few innovations.
No, this isn't. I don't think this is that. This is something different. This is...
Well, what do you do in Prey?
You know, Prey is one of those games where it's got a little bit for any kind of style of playing. It's got a little bit of crafting. It's got a little bit of, first-person shooter, some stealth. You're going around a spaceship trying to figure out what's going on.
I like that. It sounds interesting.
It is quite interesting.
So, what do you do in Prey?
Well, it's got a few different elements to it. It's mostly, I would say, kind of a stealth game.
Stealth game?
Stealth action? I don't know. I should look up the names of things before.
Is it scary? You think it's a horror game?
It made me jump a few times.
It is pretty jumpy. I mean,
Yeah.
Those mimics, those creatures, you see, they can turn into anything. You'll enter a room, nothing's there, then...
Right, and they just pop out at you. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
The soundtrack seems optimized to make you feel uneasy, too.
It really does. Like, most of the time, you're just kind of sitting there. You get to the point, like, when you're playing it for a while, and you're on the edge of your seat waiting for something to happen.
I hate that. It's even worse, but I also find it more tolerable, I guess.
I mean, at least something's going to happen. It's not going to be boring.
Alright, so you played a little bit. Tell me, how's it look so far?
I mean, the look of the game is great. The graphics are beautiful. I mean, everything about the game is really good. I like it a lot, but...
I mean, that bit early on with smashing the mirror and entering another place, I think they were showing off some of the cool element stuff they can do for that game.
Right. Even the intro, the beginning with, like, the lighting and...
It was quite a little tech tour when it started, and it seems like the original Prey was kind of a tech demo game. Do you ever get that feel with this game?
Like, it's just kind of showing off what you can do?
Yeah, just kind of showing off.
No, not really, because I think the game actually has, like, substance. I'm listening to the story, wanting to, getting involved in it, getting involved with the characters, wanting to know what happens next. So, it's not just pretty. It's got the substance behind it.
Some say that there's a kind of a big difficulty streak in the beginning of the game. Like, it's really hard at first, but gets easier once you unlock more stuff.
To start, the game is pretty hard. I mean, it kind of, like, points and directs you where you need to go, but as far as, like, getting places, you really have to wait till you're more in the game and you get, the different abilities like hacking and repairing, and once you can start making your own neuromods, then you can really progress more, like that.
Yeah, the neuromods made it interesting. I really was expecting more of an FPS than an RPG, but there are quite a few RPG elements to it. The whole play it your way thing, as you can go full assault or you can sneak.
Right, yeah, and I mean, it is, sometimes even if you want to go full auto, you can't. You run out of bullets, especially if you don't want to do the crafting part of it. Then you'll run out of ammo a lot quicker if you're just looking for it. Some enemies are just way too powerful, and it's not really a shooter. Like, I played it for like 5 hours and I just got a shotgun, and all I had was the goo blaster and a silenced pistol and a wrench. So it's not really a shooter. but it shoots. I don't know. You shoot people?
You shoot people and
Well, you
stuff.
shoot monsters. Or aliens.
You shoot aliens. You heard it here first from Hard Mode Gamers. You shoot aliens.
All about shooting aliens.
Were you surprised when you found that the game had crafting elements?
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it, I guess. But it's pretty fun. I like crafting games anyways, and it's a really, really basic idea of crafting. So you don't have to get, like, crazy involved.
Yeah, I see that you're into a lot of the games where crafting is a main mechanic. You know, I know you like Ark, you like
7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die, and those do a lot of crafting.
don't know.
I guess, how crafting heavy do you think it was? Like, how involved do you think it gets?
It was light. It was really light. I mean, it was just basic, you know what I mean? Kind of RPG. You know, you find things, you know, you put them together, and no more than, like, you know, Dead Island. What was that called? No, not Dead Rising. Well, kind of like Dead Rising, where you upgrade your weapons and things like that. This is just a much easier way, which is kind of cool because you're on a space station and there's no other people to really communicate with or do stuff with. So, you know, you find all these pieces, you recycle them, you get elements, and then you bring them to the fabricator, and then you make your stuff in there. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. It was a good way to do it without having any, like, human interaction, because you're by yourself.
Less human interaction, yeah. Did the plot grab you?
It did, yeah. Like, I mean, I was only going to play it for a little bit today, and I ended up sitting here for a while. I had to actually restart it because I got caught in a save where, like, I was almost dying and I kept getting killed by the same robot. So I was just like, screw it, and I'll just restart it.
Yeah, I feel like the beginning really is kind of tough for people. You're not really sure how you should be playing the game until you get further in. You're like, oh, it's this kind of game.
Right. Yeah, they don't let it be known right away, I guess.
Yeah, there's not a lot going at the beginning to tell you how to play, but I've seen several videos of, 8 things you should know before getting into the game. They're pretty good lists. You can find them here on YouTube.
I haven't looked at any of them. I should probably, research games a little bit better than just playing them.
Nah, going into games blind is good for the soul.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, yeah, I want to play that.
It did have good appeal. That was a good trailer.
Yeah. It's a pretty fun game. I mean, I've been enjoying it. It's obviously no, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, but what game could be that?
Not that one. Speaking of Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, how are the loading times in Prey?
Anytime you go from, like, a big area to another big area, like if you go from inside the ship to outside, it gives you, like, a loading screen. It's not super long, but it's, like, long enough where I get irritated and just want to play. But it's not bad for normal people, like, not weird, crazy people. It would probably be fine.
Once you're a hard mode gamer, you're never a normal person.
Yeah.
That's it. So, final thoughts. Do you recommend?
Absolutely. It's a great game. I like the story of it. Good. It keeps you interested. You keep wanting more. It looks good. It sounds good. It plays good. Plays well. It's all good. I don't know. Yes, I recommend it. Yeah, this is Wayne and...
Yeah, it's Kurt. We're both from Hard Mode Gamers. And tell us what you did enjoy about Prey. And how did you feel about the beginning? Was it too difficult or was it just right? Comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe this video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.